under the quarantine unit, all the ports and airports, we handle the incoming passengers with regard to quarantine services. Now, especially with regard to the cruise ships which are coming to Sri Lanka with large number of passengers, the quarantine unit has taken many measures to prevent the introduction of coronavirus into Sri Lanka. All the cruise ships and even the other ships are supposed to send a general health declaration to our port health officers 12 hours before coming to the ports. So in this general health declaration, you are supposed to declare the details of ill passengers. When we get this health declaration form, our port health medical officers board the particular vessel and inspect for all the components with regard to these ill passengers. In addition to that, when you are issuing a free pratique, you inspect all the components of the ship and you ensure that there are no infectious patients coming out or disembarking from the ships. So with regard to the cruise ships which arrived in Sri Lanka during the past few days, our medical officers carried out all the quarantine activities, including all the passengers who disembarked were checked for their temperature through thermal scanning. So it was a very successful mission, and we are happy to say even the vessels, they had taken all the precautions to do the entry screening for their passengers to ensure that sick passengers are not on board. Basically over 5,000 passengers and crew members came through those 3 cruise ships. The general health declaration form is filled by the captain of the vessel as well as the doctor of the vessel. So they have got all the details, and now when we get people with 6 passengers, then only we particularly insist that individual health declaration forms are filled. Then only we go into details. Now, for example, in practical terms, if you are going to go individually for the passengers, then it is not practical. So that is why the company, the vessel doctor is supposed to see and declare. That is why we get the health declaration form. Actually, it's a self-declaration. In practical terms, you will not be able to examine each and every passenger. And the other thing is that it is actually not useful to examine, because now during especially if we talk about the coronavirus infection, during the incubation period, you will be asymptomatic. So you will not basically detect anything. Now we have got a system in the Ministry of Health where specifically now with the high risk countries, we get all these health declaration forms and we pass on the details through the epidemiology unit to the relevant MOH area. So if a person or a passenger comes to Sri Lanka and that person is going to stay for sometimes in Sri Lanka for the next 14 days, and if you are from a high risk country, you have got a contact history from a high risk country, so then you are being followed up for next 14 days where you can develop the signs and symptoms. Now with regard to the cruise ships, the issue is they usually come in the morning and go in the afternoon, or specifically 1 or 2 days where they will not stay in the country. So we have got a surveillance system. If you are going to stay in the country, yes, definitely you will be followed up. For example, now this condition, coronavirus infection, has been declared as a fake, that means public health emergency of international concern. So why the WHO has declared as a fake? One objective is to have enhanced international collaboration with regard to this disease condition. So internationally, all the countries under the IHR regulation, you are supposed to carry out the recommendation of the WHO. So the surveillance activities are being done, the notification are being done, then even the diagnosis, the screening, all those things have been enhanced. New viruses can come, the mutations can come. Now globally, now unlike formerly, in good old days, your travels are restricted, you don't travel much, but now here globally you do traveling a lot. So that is why the infection which originated in China now has spread through large number of countries. So we cannot restrict those things. So how you are going to prevent these things? Now mainly we will have to adhere to all these preventive measures. So other than that, we will not be able to control.